the entire healthcare industry is a scam. The whole thing. And I think I always knew that, or at least I've known that for the last couple of years. But I really found out again today how much of a scam it is. I'm gonna just launch right into it. So today I had a basically 1 year follow-up appointment, female appointment at the lady doctor, to make sure everything was okay. You know, we're a little over a year postpartum. I had my first child. We're just checking in, yearly physical. Tell me, first of all, why it is that I was in and out of my appointment in under 15 minutes, okay? This included check-in, getting walked back to the room, being greeted by the tech or whoever does your vitals, which she didn't even take my vitals. The only thing they took was blood pressure, and I'm not even going to get into it, but that wasn't even an accurate reading because I saw how she did it. The appointment itself was not even 15 minutes. That was me getting undressed, doing the whole exam, getting redressed, getting my kid out the door. Like, that appointment should take, it used to be scheduled for an hour, right? You used to have an hour of allotted time to talk to that professional doctor about your health concerns. I went in there and I had a few specific things I wanted to ask her about, a few things that I'm noticing lately that I'm struggling with, and thought that I could get her feedback and her advice on. And I'm sitting there explaining things to her, and I'm just like watching her eyes glaze over. And I'm thinking, she has no idea what I'm talking about. She doesn't know me at all. She sees me as a patient, not a person. She doesn't know anything about my medical history. She's completely unaware of me and my lifestyle. The first question that she asked me when I sat down was, what medications are you on? What medications are you currently taking? And I wanted to be like, why would you assume I'm taking anything? I am a fit, healthy, active, capable, new mom. I'm relatively young. Why would you look at me and think, oh, this bitch is probably on some kind of medicine? You don't. You're not looking at me thinking anything because you're not looking at me at all because you don't see me. You're just being programmed to ask me, what medications are you on? Followed up quickly by, have you been diagnosed with anything since the last time we saw each other? Followed up by, have you had any surgeries? No, I haven't been diagnosed with anything and I haven't had any surgeries. I've just been strength training 5 times a week and eating really healthy and just trying to live my best life. Like, why don't you ask me about that? Why don't you ask me about my sleep and my recovery and my stress levels? And why is it that when I ask my doctor about specific hormones related to my cycle and about my cycle in general, she doesn't know anything? Why do I feel like I'm the smartest person in the room? Like, granted, I realize I have a nursing license, but she is specializing in obstetrics and gynecology. If I ask her a question, I asked her about the role of estrogen and progesterone and testosterone in your cycle and what her take on that was. And if there were inconsistencies in your cycle, could that be likely due to an imbalance of certain hormones? And if so, like which ones and what's imbalanced in which direction, right? Because like she would know, she's the professional. The only thing she had to tell me was, I'll order you some labs and you can just come in, make sure you follow our labs office hours, and you can just come in and get these labs drawn at any time. But you've given me no life advice. You've given me no support. You've given me no tidbit of knowledge from that big brain of yours that supposedly went to medical school and studied this. You know, I went in depth and told her about my strength training and about my nutrition and about how I think that the reason that I'm having a few side effects that I won't go into depth on is because of the fact that I'm training so hard 5 days a week for about an hour and a half each time, and I am now under fueling my body for that performance. At the time when I first started exercising, 1,600 calories was probably enough per day. But the way I'm training now, I'm burning about 2,200, 2,400 a day. So if you do the math, 2,400 minus 1,600, I'm in like almost an 800 calorie deficit every day. So I put that together because I'm a nutrition coach and a fitness coach. And I said, oh my God, this is dumb. What am I doing? I need to eat more. I need to eat more of the same types of foods that I'm eating, which are single ingredient, nutrient dense, lean proteins, supplemented with healthy carbs and fats, right? It is seriously that simple, guys. It is not complicated. We do not need to go to medical school for this shit. We do not need a healthcare system for this shit. Like, who are you supposed to go to when the healthcare system is trash? And it's kind of got my gears turning, thinking like, what are we as women supposed to do, right? Like, who are we supposed to go to for help, advice, and support? And I almost feel like I have become that person for many of the people in my life. I have become the person that they go to for life help and support. And I have clients ask me all the time for help with their nutrition, or for help understanding their hormones, or for help with a number of things, understanding the balance of cortisol in the body and how that plays with glucose and insulin's role and everything. And that stuff is kind of complicated. It's very scientific. There's a lot to that. There's a lot to unpack. And it's just so frustrating that we have gotten to the point as a nation, as a country, as a state, whatever, however you want to look at it, we have grown and evolved and achieved so much, and yet our healthcare system gives us back so little. We are just shuffled through the maze like little mice, and we are told, here, we've ordered you to get some labs drawn, go and get your labs drawn. So what? You can post the lab results online with obscure numbers that I don't know what they mean. You're not going to interpret the data for me. So what good does it do me to do the labs? Like, what we need, first of all, this whole shit is broken. Healthcare is a scam. I think I've proven my point. We need a better system. Like, we need more holistic health practitioners. We need more naturopathic doctors. We need more functional medicine doctors. We need more chiropractors. We probably need more legitimate spiritual healers. We probably need more yoga instructors. Like, we need to get to the root of the problem and start treating people as people instead of patients. And we need to stop trying to profit off of every little thing and separate every little thing and treat people's bodies as a whole unit and figure out if something is wrong with this person. Let's get down to the root of what is causing it and fix that. Let's make your body healthy from the inside out. And honestly, that's going to start with adequate nutrition and adequate movement. So exercise, walking, right? Sitting down in a chair and standing back up again. Guess what? If you're doing it with proper form, that's the start of an air squat, okay? So if all you have the energy or the capability of doing right now is sitting down in a chair with control and standing up with control, pushing through those feet, guess what, honey? You're doing an air squat. You're working those muscles. You are fixing and healing your body from the inside out. And it infuriates me that we go to see these professionals in these fields and we put all of our trust into them to help us with our problems, and they give us no help, no advice, no support. They just order labs or order surgeries or order medications, but they have no practical advice for how to get us to move in the direction we want to move. That is something that I am not okay with. I am not okay with. Not for me, not for my friends, not for my clients. We deserve better. And I don't know how I'm going to be a part of delivering better to people, but I'm going to figure out a way to be a part of it, because this is something that we deserve as people. We deserve access to be able to live our healthiest life. And if there are medical professionals standing in our way of doing that, then we need to find other professionals to work with that can help us do that. Deep breaths. It's going to be okay. Thanks for listening to this today. It's been on my heart. It needed to be said. I said what I said.